get started here. I've got my microphone, I've got my papers. Let's go through some updates on my indie author life. I don't even know why I've got these papers. They don't even have my notes. My notes are just literally right there. They're just some printouts for my upcoming book launch. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the Indie Author Life. I am your host, MG Hunt, and today I'm just going to talk about some life updates in my world, pretty much for the month of April and beyond in 2025, because this is going to be a big month for me. The biggest thing that is happening this month is that my book, my debut full-length novel, Still Waters Run Deep, is finally coming out on the 24th of April this year. It's been a bit of a process to get this book out. Lots of little bumps along the way and some big bumps along the way, but I'm so thankful that it is finally coming out. So 24th of April is when this baby will be released. It's been 6 years in the making. Cannot believe that. I started writing it in 2019. Now it's here. And I can show you a little something. Oh, not in that drawer. I have here the paperback copy with its foil glory. Now, if you've been following along with some of my posts on Instagram, you would have seen my Amazon paperback reveal, which was very, very exciting. That was like the first time I actually felt the full book in my hands. But this one is actually a little bit different because it is with a different printer. It's not Amazon. And it's got silver foiling. So this will be the version that if you buy from me or go to book events or anything like that I'm a part of, or if you buy from my Etsy store, Beventi, all that, this is the copy that you'll get. And then the one on Amazon, which I should probably bring out. Give me 1 second. Still has like a little note from my friend Kathy on it. Take that off so just you can see. So this one doesn't have the silver foiling. It also has this, it won't have this not for resale value when you grab yourself a copy. But compare the pair. These are the two. And you can see that this one that I'll be selling on my author distribution platforms that aren't Amazon, it will be this one. But if you buy from Amazon, it will be like this because Amazon doesn't do the foiling. And I really wanted some silver foiling. Oh my goodness. Like when I received the Amazon copy, don't get me wrong, I was so impressed with the quality and everything like that. And the way that I had designed the cover was for it to have kind of like a metallic effect in some ways. Ooh, sorry, that's just the window banging there. Which, yes, it still comes across, but, you know, it's no substitute for the actual silver foiling. So, because I really wanted that, I just really wanted silver foiling, looked at all the avenues that I could go down to get that. I went ahead and, sourced this silver foiling from an Aussie printer as well, which is great to support Aussie printers. And yes, as I said before, this will be the one that you'll get from me, even in bookstores as well. This will be the one that will be available in bookstores too. So Amazon and everywhere else. Yeah, you get it. All right, cool. So moving on to some other things that I wanted to talk about. So my upcoming book events are as follows for the next couple of months. I have the all-important book launch, which is happening on the 30th of April, and that's happening at Holmes Glen Institute in Chadstone at the library there. Very excited for it. It's going to be something I've never done before, which is talking about my book to an audience of people. Yes, I'm a little bit nervous, but I know that I have some very special people coming to watch me do that. So, and some of my co-workers will be there too, and my husband will be there, my mum will be there. So it's going to be, lots of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. And then in May, I have another event at Grace and Louis Booksellers in Emerald, and I am doing what's called the veranda session there on the 10th of May. And I believe it ties into a local market that happens every second Saturday in May. So if you want to come and see the market as well and pick up one of these goodies, come and say hi. So 10th of May in Emerald, Victoria, I should just say. I am based in Victoria for all my interstate and international friends. Victoria, Australia. So if you're around, come and say hi. And finally, in the next couple of months, on the 15th of June, I will be at Novel Nook in Yarra Glen, Victoria, with some other amazing indie authors that I am so happy that I can call them friends. So it's funny because actually all of the people that I'll be signing with at this event either have been on the Indie Author Life podcast show / will be coming on the Indie Author Life show. And it just worked out like that. It's just... it was funny how it all came together like that. When I saw the list of the others that were signing with me at Novel Nook, I was like, oh my gosh, some of my favourite people will be there. So yeah, I'm super excited. So the other people that will be there will be Bandy Contos, SK May, SK Stapper, and Rachel O'Rourke. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be the dream team. 5 of us, indie authors, signing, wheeling and dealing and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. And then after that, the next book event that I have officially signed up for will be in October, 18th of October, for Sweet Love Book Fair, I believe it is. But otherwise, the next events that I'll be doing after that aren't scheduled until next year. But who knows what else will pop up, I'll probably make myself available for other events and pop down myself to some other book events out there. So, yeah, pretty much ready to go for the next couple of months. Okay, next up, I want to talk about the Indie Author Life show, podcast / video. I don't know what you call it, like a vidcast, whatever. Because you can listen to it or you can just watch it as well. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Substack, that's my main distributor that I post it through. You can access it through Spotify. Still haven't worked out how to put the videos onto Spotify. I know that you can do it, but I haven't figured it out myself. So I will have to get onto that eventually. Otherwise, what else was I going to say? Yes, so I am scheduled after April to be distributing / recording 2 episodes a month, and I'm booked out until end of September now, which is crazy. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I've been able to get this up and running. It's a little bit of like I started this blog podcast thing kind of on a whim because I thought, oh, well, you know me. People know me. I'm a bit of a yapper. I'll chat about anything. I love to chat and get inspired by other creatives. And I remember it was SK May that actually reached out to me. I don't know how it came about, but she said, I'll be your first guest on your podcast. And I was like, I hadn't even, really thought about having guests on this podcast. Just started as a little place for me to share my ideas. But I thought, oh yeah, why not? I love SK May. So that was awesome having her on it. And then next it was Jess McFarlane. I really wanted to reach out to her because I was obsessed with Woman of Wolves and the release for that. And I'm happy to say that I'm finally reading Woman of Wolves. Yes, me, the slowest reader around. I get there eventually. But yes, loving Woman of Wolves. I knew I would, but Jess has killed it again. So she was my second guest. Then after that, I can't remember who was next after that. Might have been Jade Andrews. No, it was Laura Catherine, Jade Andrews. The list goes on. Claire Butler. And who else have I had on? We've had Rachel O'Rourke, Kristen Dovnik, and we've had Danielle D. Drummond, and we've got some people coming up. So long story short, we are booked and busy. Very excited. The next episode is going to be a really good one. It's going to be with someone who's not an author, but is someone who's very close to my heart. So can't wait for you all to see that one. Okay, and then finally, I want to talk about my recent trip up to Clunes that I did. Clunes Booktown was happening the second last weekend of March, and I was able to get down on the Sunday, the 23rd of March, to check out some of the amazing authors there. Got to meet Jess McFarlane for the first time in the flesh. Oh my God, I was so excited. And some other awesome authors there as well, and had a good chat with Jade Andrews as well, and yeah, picked up her new book, Dominion of Death, so I'm keen to get into that one. And yeah, met some awesome authors as well. So I was busying myself with my new camera that I recently got, which is what I'm filming on today. So I went around and filmed all this stuff, and I was really proud of myself because, you know, I managed to get some interviews and on the fly and all that stuff. But as luck would have it, because I'm dealing with new technology, you can take a guess what happened. If you guessed that the audio stuffed up, you would be correct. So to my dismay, I got home and all of my audio had just disappeared. I don't know where it went. The visuals are still there, but there was no audio. So I'm pretty sure I've accidentally pressed a setting or some crap on the camera that's made it do that. So yeah, I was really annoyed, to say the least. Had a bit of a moment. I was so annoyed by that. So I do apologize to everyone that I chatted to on that day, because there was some excellent responses and conversations that were had there, but the audio just didn't come through, which is shit. No other way to put it. But I have the video, so I will be putting it into this video, the stuff that I captured from Clunes. And I hope that you enjoy this with just my voiceover that will be reporting in the next couple of scenes. So enjoy. Here we are at the beautiful Clunes Booktown Festival. There is the sign to Clunes. It's a beautiful day, beautiful sunny day. And Clunes is a town in central Victoria, and I believe it was a gold rush town. So yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive from Melbourne, and it still has a lot of the historic buildings, as you can see in some of my footage there. It's a very beautiful historic town, and perfect spot to have a book festival. So along with lots of books and things like that, there were lots of food stalls, which is my favourite thing to explore. Oh, definitely had to try that on my journey down there. There's so many food choices, so many books to look at as well. But yes, such a beautiful day, and heaps of people were there as well, walking around, brought their dogs, brought all their family. And the tents are all lined up, these white tents. And yeah, so my first stop was to see Lou Nova, and I bought a copy of her book, and she's beautifully doing her signature there for me. I was so pleased to chat with her. She is so lovely, and really enjoyed chatting to her about her new book and talking about capybaras. And then I went over to the stall next to her to see Stephanie C. I think it's Zetoon. I probably am mispronouncing her last name. Oh, there it is, if you can see. And she also had a 3D printed snake, which was super cool. So I really enjoyed chatting with her and getting to know her as well. So that was a pleasure. Lots of different authors there, so many different genres too, fantasy, romance, sci-fi. A lot of them are indie authors as well, which we love to see. And I was making my way through the town, looking at all the incredible array of books, and I saw some more food trucks. So this one I think was a Korean Kofun it was called, so a Korean vendor. That looks really good there. And then another food truck, and I was on my way. I was on a bit of a mission at this point because I really wanted to go see someone who I very much respect and love, and I'd yet to meet them in the flesh until this point, which was so exciting. Oh my God, she didn't know I was definitely coming today. So Jess McFarlane gave me a big hug, and it was just a pleasure to see her. Yeah, look how excited her face is. Poor Elise next to her was like, oh my God, who is this MG Hunt crashing the party? But oh my God, it was so much fun catching up with Jess and looking at her wonderful array of books, her beautiful Woman of Wolves books, and book merch as well, some bookmarks and a portrait of a very interesting scene in the book. Yeah, she had a beautiful stall. I just love Woman of Wolves. I'm reading it at the moment and I'm loving it. I knew I would love this book, but yeah, as I said before, loving that. So then this is Elise Hayes' stall, and she has some beautiful looking books there, and I think a novella was at the start too, so I ended up grabbing a copy of that Untempered book. The cover looked incredible, so definitely want to check out more of her stuff as well. So her stall was laid out so beautifully. Everyone's stalls were incredible. I just love seeing all the different types of books and the merch as well. That's part of it too, so it's super exciting. And then I went over and saw Jade Andrews. Love Jade Andrews. So excited for her new book, which is the sequel to Pantheon of Life, called Dominion of Death, and she's signing a copy for me. Oh my goodness, that's next up on my to read list. And she's got a selection of book merch there, but also a selection of merch for her Coven Press collective, where they offer a lot of indie author services and things like that. It was so great to chat with her. Again, she had so much to say about Dominion of Death and Pantheon of Life and the experience of being stall holder at Clunes. It was just a shame that the audio dropped out and I didn't get to show you what she talked about, because it was awesome. And then over here I'm at JC Rycroft's stand, where she's got all of her beautiful books there and the artwork and that cool 3D dragon. I'm obsessed with 3D printed dragons and snakes and things like that. That artwork too of her characters was done by an Italian artist, I believe, and there's a painted portrait somewhere, I think over in Italy. The original is there, and she was selling prints of that, so I had to pick myself up one of those awesome prints of the one of the protagonists in her book, in her series. So yeah, that was so much fun to chat with her about her stuff there, and her stall was beautifully decorated as well. God, I love seeing all these beautiful decorated stalls, as I probably mentioned before. But yes, it was such a fun time exploring Clunes and chatting with some amazing authors. It was such a pleasure to travel out, do something a little bit different on the weekend to what I usually do. See some other authors, other indie authors, was such a pleasure, and it didn't help that the weather was amazing as well. So if you're thinking about going to the Clunes Booktown Festival next year, because it runs every year, seriously, go and enjoy yourself there. There's so much to see. It's great for kids. Bring your dogs along too. It's a wonderful event. So many things to see and buy and immerse yourself into. Thank you for watching me, listening to me, however you consume my content. It always means a lot when I see comments and likes and reshares and all that kind of stuff. So really appreciate all the support that I've been receiving. Take care, everyone, and I will be back with another author chat soon. Bye.